Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense takes the field. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the ground.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be done.
Yeah, this is a running back that can hurt you. Running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players, and those wide-open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
The give to the back. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been... and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trucks through the defense. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's White.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
Steps away to find some room. It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Now adjusting. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to get this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down. There's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked up. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball in his spot. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Looking for space. It's Owens. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. With jet sweep pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. To the air, it's Reed. Quick completion on the outbound. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Aggies heading quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given them multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd, going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if we put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Snagged on the outside, it's Black. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He'll pull it on the read. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the head forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that's a nice drive, a Nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
That ball scoops through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Offense in a bunch formation. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's right on target. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They're trying to get to it. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
Oh, picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and they forced the incompletion.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense set on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath.
All kinds of running room. Keeps it and gets the first down. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And here they come almost all the way back.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Through the air, it's Reed. And the pass hits, picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. They get everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll run out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
And And what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field, and you saw that right there.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. He'll try to run it in, and he'll be brought down. This close to the end zone, 4th and goal. Any thought to taking the 3?
Absolutely not. No thought. Send the offense out there. Actually, sorry, keep the offense out there. We are not bringing on a kicker.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the touchdown, Texas A&M. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest. On 4th and goal, he gets the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give out of the gun. Fighting off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to Brown. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The give to the lone running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. In the red area, it's Brown. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, he went in back for it so quick. The running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires left. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. Ready to try the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Temple came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Philly had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Certainly could have been better, but it also could have been worse. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Blasted as he lets it go. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Off play action. Fires downfield. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the Sun Devils get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll give it to the back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think
look out! He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
At the 40, there he goes. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They run the reverse. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They piece together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Finds the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line. Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle, H. Carter. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, they are fortunate to get that fumble back, but the clock is still ticking, and they've got to go and go now. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.